The highest honor the Senate of a university can confer upon an individual is an honorary doctorate. At the University of Manitoba, the criteria for an honorary doctorate include distinguished achievements in scholarship, the arts, or public service. My name is Douglas Ruth, Professor of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Honorable Gary Filmon, who will receive an Honorary Doctor of Laws degree at this morning ceremony. A dedicated public servant and volunteer, for 10 years Gary Filmon led Manitoba as its Premier and made major contributions to the economic and social growth of the province. A University of Manitoba graduate, Mr. Filmon is an engineer by profession, but he found his calling in public service. He served as a member of the Winnipeg City Council prior to his first being elected to the Manitoba Legislature in 1979. In 1981, he was appointed as the Minister of Environment, and he also served as chair of the Manitoba Roundtable on Sustainable Development. In 1983, he became leader of the Manitoba Progressive Conservative Party, a position he held until his retirement from politics in the year 2000. He served as Manitoba's Premier from 1988 to 1999. As Premier, he steered the province through a recession, the 1997 Red River flood of the century, and the 1989 wildfires, the worst in Manitoba's history. The province's response to the fires included the evacuation of thousands of residents in northern Manitoba and the coordination of interdepartmental efforts, including working in close conjunction with the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Centre in Winnipeg. Based on this experience, in 2003, Mr. Filmon was commissioned by the Government of British Columbia to undertake a survey of forest fires in that province. Upon retiring from politics, Mr. Filmon was appointed to the Federal Security Intelligence Review Committee, an independent body that oversees the Canadian Security Intelligence Service. He also worked as a business consultant and was elected chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Exchange Industrial Income Fund and was vice chairman for Wellington West Capital. Among his many community activities, he has served as president of the University of Manitoba Alumni Association and as president of the Association of Canadian Career Colleges. He is a member of the Senate of the University of Manitoba, director of the Administrative Management Society, and director of the Red River Exhibition Board. His awards and honors include the Community Service Award from the Canadian Council of Professional Engineers, the B'nai B'rith Canadian Award of Merit, a Ukrainian-Canadian Congress Tribute Dinner, and together with his wife Janice, the 2005 University of Manitoba Distinguished Alumni Award. Mr. Filmon is a member of the Order of Manitoba as well as an officer of the Order of Canada. Mr. Chancellor, it is an honor for me to ask on behalf of the Senate of the University of Manitoba that you confer upon the Honorable Gary Filmon the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. I would ask Honorable Gary Filmon to please come forward.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Filmon.
Mr. Chancellor, President Barnard, distinguished guests on the platform and throughout the audience, family and friends of the graduates and the university, and of course, the reason that we're all here, you, the graduates, we are honoring and celebrating this morning. Well, good morning to all of you. There's been a change in the program. I'm actually here to announce the return of the Winnipeg Jets to Winnipeg. I'm just kidding, of course, but not about them coming back. That announcement will be made by another Gary, Mr. Bettman, I think. In any case, I must begin by expressing my gratitude and my heartfelt thanks to the Senate and the university community for the honor bestowed on me this morning. In this case as well, this honor is multiplied manyfold by the pleasure of being recognized concurrently with Janice, because ours has been a relationship in which we have not only been married for over 47 years, but our experiences and our achievements have been intertwined so closely that we have been both influenced and enabled each other's growth and accomplishments. I say very honestly and lovingly that nothing I have achieved would have been possible without Janice's involvement. It would be accurate to say that although my opportunities have been many and extremely varied, in fact, listening to my bio as Doug Ruth presented it, you'd think that I had difficulty holding a steady job. But I've always believed that my experiences and my education at the University of Manitoba have been the foundation for my progress and achievements, all the things that I've done through my adult life. That may sound strange to many of you when you consider that I really only spent 5 years practicing engineering, despite the fact that I earned 2 degrees in that field. Ironically, Janice, who's had a leadership role in so many important organizations and activities in our community, really never practiced the profession for which she was educated here at the U of M. Now, I know you're looking for a message here, or the pony in the manure pile, as the old joke goes, and there really is one. I don't believe there was any part of my career path where I didn't use the skills and knowledge that I gained at the University of Manitoba. As an engineer, I learned first and foremost to always gather as much information as possible before making important decisions. I learned that you need to maximize the use of all the resources at hand: people, equipment, materials, capital, and time, if you're to achieve the best results. I learned that it's always best to make decisions on a timely basis. In times of emergency, you may not have all the information you would prefer, but it's critical to make decisions. A reasonable decision that can limit or prevent loss or damage in an emergency is better than the ideal decision made too late to prevent that loss or damage. All these fundamentals, making decisions, creating efficiency, solving problems, proved to be applicable to every job or role I had in life, whether in engineering, in business, in government, on public or private boards. But the most important thing I received at university was a desire for learning. No matter what I did or where I was, my experience here at the U of M created in me a desire, no, a need, to use every experience as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And I know that that will continue for as long as I breathe. I firmly believe that education is the most powerful force in our society. It has the power to raise people from the lowest socioeconomic circumstances to the highest in just one generation. It has resulted in people from many disadvantaged backgrounds being able to join and to lead in the mainstream of our society and our economy. Janice and I would not be together were it not for the U of M. We met here, and our relationship grew as a result of common interests we found and the friends we made right here. I know that we learned in physics that opposites attract. Well, that's true in life as well. With humans, opposites attract. We could not have been more different. I was basically a very shy person. Janice used to joke that I took engineering so I didn't have to deal with people. Only drawing boards and calculations, she said. She, on the other hand, was the most outgoing person I'd ever met. She'd walk through a room full of people and knew everyone's name and maybe their birthday and their favorite color in a matter of minutes. She came from a middle-class background of Anglo-Saxon origin. I was from a working-class Eastern European background. She lived in River Heights. I lived in the heart of the North End. I could not have attended this university were it not for the scholarships and bursaries I received, including an entrance bursary from the University of Manitoba Alumni Association, for which I will ever be grateful. A university brings together people of diverse backgrounds, racial, ethnic, religious, and socioeconomic, and because of shared interests, values, and goals, forges a community of shared purpose. Each one of you is unique, with your own passions, talent, and energy. Among you are future creative geniuses, professional experts, captains of industry, dare I say premiers or prime ministers. Your own God-given abilities will decide what you ultimately do, but the foundation you build on was established through your experiences in your family, in your community, and here at the university where you received your education. This graduation ceremony is, of course, only a beginning, and you will paint the canvas of your life's achievements long into the future with the tools that you were given here. You know, among the many great blessings that I have enjoyed since I left the U of M has been the opportunity to travel to every corner of the world. I've seen the beauty of nature everywhere, enjoyed the hospitality of warm and friendly people of all cultures, and experienced the creativity and accomplishments of talented people in every country I visited. But I've always felt fortunate to have come from Manitoba, to have been educated here, and to have a wonderful home to come back to. I hope that no matter where your career and your life's choices take you, you will always be proud of this province and your university. In the words of the Nobel Prize-winning ethicist Elie Wiesel, I wish for you a world in which leaders may be worthy of their people, in which teachers may be worthy of their students, in which parents may be worthy of their children, and in which friends may be worthy of their friends. Thank you and congratulations to all.